Happy Tuesday. This message this morning is about leveling up with your internal self. Okay. I'm feeling like this energy is leveling up with your internal self. You know, a lot happens when you do that. Okay. You start to understand the people around you a little bit more. You start to understand self a little bit more. And that's the first thing you start to understand is self. It's almost like self-recognition. Self-recognition. It's like you recollect yourself from what you didn't know, working with your inner self. You start to figure out things you didn't know about yourself that you want to change about yourself, that you feel like will feel good for your internal self. This is all about internal leveling up that leads to the outside of your leveling up. Okay. It leads from internal to external. Your external self starts to level up, but we're going to go with your internal self and the changes you see within self and how you see people differently. You know, you could be seeing somebody that's bad. You think they ain't good for your energy and all that. And you start to work on yourself. You figure out it was you. You start to figure out it was you. And then you start to see the good in that person that you never seen before. Vice versa. You can see a person, they good to you the whole time, but when you start working on your internal self, you can start to see the worst of the worst with that person and can't believe it. It goes both ways. But once you step on that external of yourself, that means you have completed the internal work for yourself. And on the external part of yourself, people start to see you different. You see what I'm saying? They start to see you either different from a bad perspective of theirs or for the good perspective of theirs. So let's see what's going on with this collective energy, working with your internal self, starting to work on the outside of yourself, the external of yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with you doing that. You could feel like when you get on the external of yourself, you can start feeling like people don't like you. People hate you. People looking at you differently. People doing this. People doing, it's like every time you turn your back, somebody doing. You know why? Because they're seeing something that they never seen. But you have got comfortable in something that you didn't know you would get comfortable with at first. It's almost like somebody being in the streets doing this and doing that. Then they go to jail. You know, they find the word, they find Yahweh, or they find, Elijah Muhammad. You know, they find all these little things spiritually. They find the spiritual journey to go with. And when they come out, everybody remember you being that person who did this, did that, did this, that. So their energy is still on that. And you're a bit different, and then they don't want to be around you because you have changed. I don't know if this a person who been in jail and got out, or this a person who just put themselves in their own jail with spirit and got out. Okay, but right now you're on your external self. So we're gonna start with the internal self of yours, and we're gonna go into the external. Always take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Spirit, you know who you are. Come through for this this internal energy here. What's going on, Spirit? You know who you are as well as I do. You got the number 3 out here already. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a balance in your energy, a creative way of getting a balance in who you really are. Okay, 2 means balance, but 3 means creation. So it's like you created this balance of yourself. Okay, we got the message to pass on in reverse, because I feel like you can't pass this message on about what you did and how you did it, because nobody will understand it, or no one will have the courage or the strength to even get through it, because like I said, you was in jail with spirit. Now you're out. Free message is next to it. Education. You see what I'm saying? You was in jail with spirit. Spirit start to educate you about your internal self. Look how you look at that yoga. Look at that. It's like you seen something. It's almost like that moon. It's almost like that crescent moon with the eye. You know what I'm saying? It's like you seen that you needed to work on self, and also working with self internally started you to see differently of people who was either bad, you see good, or you see good and you seen bad. So take that how it resonate. Reunion. Spirit had to reunite you with your other self, baby. Okay, that's where you at now. You're reunited with your other self, honey. Okay, let's get this soul journey out here for the collective energy here. This is somebody who loves their body. Okay, you love your body. You could have been using your body for some things that you really didn't like to use your body for. Okay, this could have been somebody who's turning 42 now. You could have been 39 when you started to receive this type of information. You know what I'm saying? The number 12 and 27 is very significant. Okay, it's almost like you started to love your body the way that you're supposed to love it instead of wanting everybody else to love it. See, that's what you had to work on. And it's like now with this external of yourself, bringing that internal outside of yourself, and people looking at it, and it's almost like, dang, you know what I'm saying? They ain't the same. Oh, you seeing people don't want to be around you. You seeing people who don't want to deal with you. You seeing people thinking you crazy. You seeing people, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? What's not crazy is the journey you're walking right now. It looks good on you, baby. And a lot of people don't want to say that because they're looking at other things that you used to look at. It's like, you know, they are. You like, damn, that's where I used to be. Damn, that's where I was looking at. Man, I'm glad the spirit put me in spiritual jail. I'm so happy because if I didn't get in spiritual jail, I wouldn't even know who I am. I would be still doing the same things that's hurting myself internally and hurting others as well. So you are doing wonderful here. Whoever this energy is, spirit, come through. You know who you are, giving this collective energy, this powerful message here today. Baby, you are something else. The spirit, you didn't give up on yourself. You didn't give up working on you did that shadow work, baby. You tapped into yourself. You got by yourself. You knew you needed that space, honey. The abundance is here, okay? You got some abundance of love around you. Look, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. Like I said, you're in the external right now. See, and when you was internal, you seen the spirit showed you what could be if you fix yourself, baby. Huh. Okay, spirit, come through. Okay. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, and it's right up under the education, honey. I am not playing here. Whoever this is, baby, you. I got chills, honey. I got chills on my arms, on my body, baby. I'm trying to tell you, whoever this is, it's like, it wasn't nobody talking about you. It wasn't the talk about you. It wasn't the gossip about you. It wasn't the people that didn't like you. It wasn't that. It was you. It was you looking at yourself like, damn, man, I want to see something different. I don't want to keep seeing what I'm seeing. It's almost like the internal of your problem started to show on the outside, and you couldn't have that. You love your body here. Whoever this energy is. Spirit, what else is next for the collective energy? We're going to go into the tarot. Balance. What I say, them threes came out here. Balance. I told you, you got a balance in what you're creating for self right now. This is all about internal leveling up. Because when you level up internally, baby, the level up externally is unexplainable. Understand? You reunited yourself with yourself. Look at that. Reunion. You reunited your energy with self. You got a balance in your dark side and your light side. And you know that that dark side already had its chance. It already had its chance. It's time for you to have your lighted version of yourself. Look at that karmic message out there in help. You knew you was karmic. You knew you had some karmic energy. You was like, I need some help, spirit. You called on help, baby. And the spirit got that message. Look at that. Okay. The spirit started to guide you, baby. Oh, baby, the spirit started to respect your energy when you came to them and started talking to them. They start to respect it, honey. Okay, because if they didn't respect it, you wouldn't be on your external self like you are. You are so confident in yourself, whoever this is. I mean, can't nobody, somebody can say whatever they want to say about you, baby. It seems like it does not bother your energy because you already know who you are and what you came here to do for yourself. Okay? This is powerful here. Whoever this energy is, baby, you did the motherfucking work. And I mean, when you meet somebody and you like, you know, some people you can see like, they alright, they working on. No, people looking at you, and I promise you, honey, whoever this energy is, you know, say, I feel like beige or light yellow. I wouldn't say yellow, I just say beige, like a beige color. You love that beige color, like a brown. You probably like khakis. You might like that khaki kind of code, dress code, you know, that casual type of thing here. Beautiful energy here. You have worked on, baby, the spirit is so proud of you. Oh my God. All the things that you're seeing in your reality right now, baby, you be crying. Whoever this is, I'm seeing tears. Okay, I am seeing tears. You are crying because you couldn't believe that day you was sitting there saying, I gotta make a change, that you would even see it. You thought in the midst of the change that you would give up, but the spirit kept being by your side, pushing you to not give in to that negativity and to give yourself to the spirit. Oh, the spirit of God has blessed somebody here, honey, with self. I don't even know which cards to pick. Like, I'm just like, ooh, with self here. Oh my God, self has self-regulated here. Self has self-realized here. Self has self-educated self into this external being that people are seeing. You are amazing here. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you want to check this rest of this message out, you can check it out on YouTube. Have a wonderful day, you guys, okay? But let's get to the rest of the message. Powerful. Powerful here. Okay, spirit, okay. Powerful here, okay? Powerful here. I mean, you have changed so much here about yourself. It's almost like you couldn't even see the message at first. And then you start to understand how freely you was receiving this change as long as you stayed committed to it. You wanted the spirit to educate you on your other self. It's almost like that spiritual awakening here, baby. And I feel like you have awakened. Okay? Spirit, come through for this collective energy. Who is this energy, spirit? Who is this collective energy here, spirit? You got the Prince of Cups out here with the Prince of Swords. Look at that. And it's coming to the first because this was your energy because you didn't know your other self. You were still, you know, playing the role of that child energy. You know what I'm saying? Like that kitty energy. You were still playing the role of that kitty energy. Like you would do kitty things and you know you did kitty things. You would laugh at it. You did some little thing you would laugh at. But what you was doing was wrong to hurt self and others. Okay? And I feel like that you did love people, but it's like you played a game with people. You got the Prince of Swords and the Prince of Cups out here. This could be a masculine energy. You could have been playing games with all girls. You know what I'm saying? All these little girls, you playing games. And you could have met somebody that didn't allow you to play no game with them. Okay, that could have kind of started something for you to change yourself because you could have lost that person and there was somebody you felt like you could have been with. Or it could have been jobs and things. You could have played around with jobs and you like, dang, man, I had some good ass jobs. I played around with these jobs. Now I can't find no job. Now you're finding jobs or you got a job now that outbeats all of the jobs that you thought you lost, that you needed in your life. Take that how it resonates. This got a lot to do with force and what your heart desire. So your heart could have desired that job. Your heart could have desired that person. Your job could have desired that. But what self didn't realize until self started to get that free message and education through spirit, being in spiritual jail, you start to see what you needed to work on for yourself so you wouldn't hurt yourself or hurt others. Spirit, come through with this other card. The strength card is out here. Like I said, I'm trying to tell you, whoever this is, you you had the courage to do this. It took a lot to do this shit. You was tested so much being in this energy, in the internal leveling up. You was leveling up, but you at first you wasn't leveling up internally. You kept running into problems. You kept running to like maybe your exes, or you kept running to a girl that you look, if you seen before, you would have did date. You kept seeing so many of them, and you was like, no. It's almost like you said yes at first, but then you thought about what you was working on was leveling up internally, and you did not do it. You had the strength to overcome a lot of things here. What I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. You started to learn like this is a challenge, man, and I gotta learn it. I gotta complete it. I gotta educate my energy for this. And that's what you did, educated your energy for the best of this outcome of your energy. The Three of Cups is out here. Look at this shit. You got Cubs out here between this strength card. This could be water energy. I've been tapping to a lot of water energy lately. The Prince, look, the Prince of Pentacles is out here. This is a masculine energy here. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. You like, ooh, you didn't even know you was going to be able to receive this type of message from spirit and receive this type of goodness from spirit. Look at that Prince of Pentacles with that Four of Pentacles. Look at that. This is your external self now. You like, I'm securing myself, my job now. I'm making sure I save so I can have more. It's like you wasn't doing that when you was working the other job. You would get money, go out, buy this, do that, take this girl out, take this girl. You was like, You started to save for your future. See, you was trying to level up internally, so you can see the level up you seeing right now externally in your life. Masculine energy, the Eight of Wands is out here, baby. I'm trying to tell you, them plans are pushing out like nothing right now. You said, man, I'm so glad I put myself in solitude, so I can do some shadow work, so I can get my spirit together, so I can get rid of all this nasty karmic stuff in my life. Spirit, I'm ready. And Spirit knew you was, because you wasn't playing about it. You had the strength, the courage, and the faith that you needed to be in your life where you at right now, baby. The Six of Wands is out here. You're celebrating right now. You got victory over something right now. This a masculine energy who recently was crying about how you see your external life, how you see your reality of your life right now, minus before when you wasn't working on it. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest. The Empress is out here because, like I said, you was crying, right? Oh, you was in your feminine energy, right? Feeling like I'm stable now. I'm grounded now. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was waiting on, because I had too much shit that I was doing that put me down, not nobody else, because I was too busy putting myself down and everybody else. Now I'm grounded now from where I used to be. Now receiving all the abundance of love that I need to receive in my life, that I want to receive in my life, that I manifested in my life, that I took my energy and changed it for the abundance of love that I'm receiving in my life. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest, honey. This for a masculine energy, toughly on the board for the collective. You could be a water sign. You could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. You know what I'm saying? We had some swords out here. It could be something dealing with some type of actions being taken like it was, okay? And then the strength and the courage to create. Like I said, that 3 is here. Create and balance in your energy, baby. Take what resonates, like I said, and leave the rest. I'm just Moon Priestess. I hope this message gets to whoever it needs to get to right on time, honey. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye-bye.